Some breaking news for you here from Unapologetic Progressive. The CDC is still recommending childhood COVID vaccines for children and as well as pregnant women. If you remember just the other day on some other videos, talking about how RFK Jr. had announced that the U.S. government would no longer basically condone routine immunizations for children, pregnant women, or anyone under the age of 65. Now, according to this announcement from the CDC, which apparently came out yesterday evening, um, they're going to continue to recommend that people get vaccinated based on what their doctors tell them to do. So let's get into this article a little bit, and maybe we can see what's going on, right? As you see here, CDC recommends childhood COVID vaccines despite RFK Jr. announcement. The COVID-19 vaccine remains on the CDC's revised schedule of childhood immunizations. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention still recommending the COVID vaccine for healthy children according to CDC's latest published immunization schedule. The schedule published late on May 29th by the Public Health Agency comes after Health and Human Services Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr., alongside the heads of the FDA and NIH earlier this week, said the U.S. would stop recommending routine COVID-19 vaccines for healthy children and pregnant women. So that right there is all covering what I've covered in the previous 3 videos on this particular topic anyhow. The new guidance says parents who want to vaccinate their child for the coronavirus may receive COVID-19 vaccinations informed by the clinical judgment of a healthcare provider and personal preference and other circumstances. Kennedy Jr. and FDA Commissioner Marty McRae and NIH Director I can't pronounce that, had said in a video that the shots were removed from the CDC's recommended immunization schedule. Obviously, Kennedy and McRae and this J guy were all lying because they weren't. As you saw earlier in the article, this wasn't the case at all. This did not happen. So they're basing this, the FDA commissioner and NIH director are basing their decisions off of stuff that never happened. More proof that they're not using science where the CDC is. The CDC, following its panel of outside experts, had previously recommended updated COVID vaccines for everyone ages 6 months and older. The current recommendation are in line with the same recommendations as before. The CDC and Health and Human Services encourage individuals to talk to their healthcare providers on any medical decisions. HHS spokesman Andrew Nixon said in an email to the Washington Post, which is contradictory to what RFK Jr. has been saying for 2 weeks. He goes on to say that if a parent desires their healthy child to be vaccinated, or if a pregnant woman desires to be vaccinated, their decision should be based on informed consent through the clinical judgment of their healthcare provider. And that's the end of that article. Now, I don't really know where this is going to leave people in the end. I really don't. I don't know how this is going to end. I don't know if this is going to help people on insurance or not, but from the sounds of it, if the CDC is still recommending it and it's part of their schedule on immunizations, then insurance companies should continue to cover it if they've already been covering it. But anyhow, like I've said in the past, definitely watch this space to see what's going on, and we can figure out what's going on from there.